We are now entering a very active pattern with multiple fast-moving storm systems lined up through the rest of the week and into the weekend. This setup is going to bring rounds of snow, some icy conditions, gusty winds, and even brief warm-ups before things turn colder again early next week. Let's break this down starting from Thursday, because that's when the first system begins to move in. On Thursday, a weak clipper system will slide across the province. This is not a major storm, but it will bring periods of light snow and flurries, especially across central Ontario and parts of southern and eastern Ontario. Snowfall amounts with this system will generally stay on the lighter side. Central Ontario could see around 2 to 5 centimeters, while areas further south, including the Greater Toronto area, will likely only see a trace to a few centimeters at most. Even though this is a weaker system, it can still create some slick spots on roads, especially during the morning and evening hours. So if you are commuting, it's still something to keep in mind. Now moving into Friday, things start to become a bit more interesting. A second clipper system will move in from the prairies, and this one has the potential to bring a more organized band of snow. Right now, it looks like a narrow swath of 5 to 10 centimeters is possible somewhere across Ontario. However, there is still some uncertainty with the exact track of this system. That means the heavier snow band could shift north or south depending on how the system develops. There is even a chance that the snow could trend farther south and impact more of southern Ontario, so this is something you'll want to keep a close eye on as forecasts are updated. In addition to snow, there is also the possibility of some mixed precipitation early Friday morning. During the pre-dawn hours, some areas could see a mix of rain, snow, or even a bit of freezing precipitation before temperatures stabilize. Winds will also be picking up on Friday. We're expecting breezy conditions with gusts ranging from 30 to 60 kilometers per hour. These winds, combined with falling snow, could reduce visibility at times and make travel a bit more challenging, especially in open areas. Now here's where things take another turn. As we head toward the end of the week, temperatures across southwestern Ontario will begin to rise. In fact, by Friday and into the weekend, some areas could see temperatures climb into the low to mid-teens. This warming trend is arriving right on time with the first official day of spring, giving some areas a brief taste of milder weather. But don't get too comfortable, because this warmth will not last long. Heading into the weekend, yet another system will move into Ontario, and this one brings a much more complex setup. We are expecting a boundary to set up across the province, and this boundary will separate warm air to the south from colder air to the north. This means that precipitation types will vary quite a bit depending on your location. South of this boundary, temperatures will be mild enough for rain. But north of it, temperatures will remain near or below freezing, meaning snow or even some ice will be possible. This creates a messy situation where some areas could be dealing with snow, others with rain, and some right in the middle with a mix of precipitation types. That kind of setup can lead to tricky travel conditions, especially in areas where temperatures hover around the freezing mark. Roads can quickly become slushy or icy depending on how temperatures fluctuate. Looking beyond the weekend and into early next week, the pattern shifts once again. Colder air is expected to return across Ontario, bringing temperatures back down closer to seasonal or even slightly below normal levels. This means any lingering moisture could transition back into snow in some areas. Overall, the pattern heading into the final week of March and even early April looks quite active. We're expecting continued swings in temperature, along with multiple systems bringing rounds of precipitation. This is a classic late March setup where winter and spring are battling it out. One day feels mild and spring-like, and the next brings snow and cold air right back. So the key takeaway here is to stay prepared for changing conditions. Through Thursday, expect light snow and flurries. Friday brings a more organized system with snow, mixed precipitation, and gusty winds. The weekend turns messy with a mix of rain, snow, and possibly ice depending on where you are. And then early next week, colder air returns once again. If you have travel plans or outdoor activities, make sure to check the forecast frequently, because small shifts in these systems can make a big difference in what you experience. This is going to be a very dynamic stretch of weather across Ontario, and we'll continue to track each system as it develops. Stay safe, stay updated, and be ready for rapidly changing conditions over the next several days.